Hey, everybody. Look what ignore the freaking Mustang. Look at this guy right here. So yeah, I bought this sucker. This sucker's massive. It's like a full-size ATV. For a good deal, too. Big Bear 400 4x4. Which means it's four-wheel drive. Oh my gosh, it is four-wheel drive. I wonder how you put it in four-wheel drive. I like to figure that out. That's for the winch. So, yeah, what's the story on this thing? Well, yeah, pretty recently, I wanted a four-wheeler. I've always wanted one to own. Never could find one. Then I asked Mary if she knew anybody. I told Mary my bio mom what I really wanted. She was like, I know someone who has some. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, check it out for me. So they went over there, and sure enough, he's had this thing. And so we finally met up. He showed me it. I was like, whoa, this sucker is massive. He was gonna sell it for $450. Now that's a little high for something that doesn't run, but it'll run. We have spark, we have fuel. I just can't pull start it very easily because that's a lot of compression. 400 cc's. That's a lot. So I said, sure, I'll get it. I'll buy it right off of you. I don't care what the price is. Let me get it, because once you have, the good question is getting it. Once you have it, I know that's going to be high, but once you get what you're looking for, the road later on is going to be really easy, because you already have something that runs, or did run, was running when it was flipped. So what I think the problem was, now I don't know if this is realistically, but the generator was oily. Now, it probably runs with oil. It's just based off of magnetation. Magnet power. Yeah, it does have a winch, so I'm gonna try my best not to flip it, because I don't want to end up damaging something that's serious, or damaging something that's doesn't need to be damaged. So this is a 2001 model. That's all the PSI. Must be under 16. If you're under 16, you can't ride. Well, I'm above 16. There's the solenoid. Now, if you have this model four-wheeler, this is the starter solenoid. Now, you could get a car solenoid, and it probably worked just fine. I don't know what half of these wires are, but how I think it works, it goes button to under the seat. From there, it should go to the, I don't know what that solenoid even does. It's probably not even hooked up. Well, it looks like it is hooked up, but I don't think that has nothing to do with the start. The start is this guy right here. As you can see, I had to fix it as best I can, but you got the red wire on the right. That is the blue wire, black stripe. And then this other one is blue, white stripe up there. This is how a guy had it on his four-wheeler. So I figured I'd just copy that. There's no fuse for that spot. I don't think there's a connection for it. Yeah, there's no connection. So it's just the one fuse. All the fuses are good. Get the carburetor warmer. warmer. Axle jack, auxiliary. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what the fuck that means right there. Well, that's probably ignition. Ignition 10 amp. And lights 15 amp. And there's also this over here. Once again, I have no clue what it freaking means. Carburetor, I know it's wide open. I have the box right there. I was gonna put the seat back on so it and now the biggest question, because the battery cables were so freaking fat, I had to resort to my own customization. So this cable splits off into two. This cable splits off into two. This cable splits off into two. So I have a little triangle junction going on. So this probably goes down below. And this goes to the battery, and then this goes right there. This is the starter cable. So I know that's not how you do it. And probably buying a cable for it. Well, it's a little too late for that. They don't even make little, I call it a, let's just say Chinese finger trap connection, big enough for this type of wire. So yeah, I had to split it to two, split it to two, split it to two to get it to work. And it works. I know it's engineered wrong, and these wires probably don't need to be in the way of the seat, but it'll compress. Brand new battery. For some reason, the positive and ground was cut. You can see where it goes and then it ends. It ends right here. See, it ends right there because somebody cut the power cables, and that's the ground cable. I'm using a washer and the adapters that the battery comes with. On the positive side, this cable here is a regular Mustang car truck cable. So the hole is a little big, but it just goes like this. Like that. I'm not too worried about it right now. So far, nothing works. I think the button works. We were trying to get it started last night by using the pull rope, but I could not do it. So I got a new starter coming in by September the 2nd. So by the end of this month, in 2 weeks. So yeah, that's what we got going on. I know that's rigged, but that's all I could do at the time. So I'll just leave it on there so it's all covered up, and then we'll snap it back into place. So yeah, that's everything. We tested it last night. It had spark when I was pull starting it. I took the spark plug out, hooked up the battery. Hooked up the battery, took the spark plug out, cranked it over with the pull rope, and it had spark. So I guess we'll just get the starter and try it again with the starter. Checking out this winch. I don't think we got a battery powerful enough for the winch. So I might just remove the winch, honestly. Or just leave it on there and just don't use it. So yeah, that's everything. I just figured I'd just make a much easier, simpler video for it. And that's going to be it.